It begins quietly. Barely anyone notices. You're 7 years old, watching a parent unravel before your eyes. Maybe it's addiction. Maybe it's rage. Or maybe it's just the quiet emptiness of someone too damaged to show up. And without anyone saying a word, something ancient clicks inside you. If I don't hold this together, no one will. This is how a child disappears, not in body, but in spirit. They smile more, they cry less, they learn to read the room before speaking. They become the emotional anchor, the peacemaker, the silent stabilizer of their household. They mature far too soon, and the world celebrates it. You're so responsible, you're so strong, you're so mature, but nobody asks, at what cost? This is the hidden grief of children who grow up too fast. And the truth is, the consequences don't vanish with age. They follow you into relationships, careers, and your own sense of worth. If you fail to recognize what happened, you'll keep repeating survival strategies that once saved you but now quietly limit and hurt you. Let's examine what happens developmentally. When children are forced to care for adults emotionally instead of the other way around, psychologists call it parentification. The child becomes caregiver, peacekeeper, protector, therapist. This isn't just unhealthy, it rewires the brain. Constantly regulating emotions, your own or others, creates hypervigilance. You scan for danger, walk on eggshells, learn that love is transactional, give peace, maybe get safety. Your needs become perilous. There's urgent. So you disappear emotionally. In your place grows a version of you that performs flawlessly. The good child, the quiet achiever, the friend who always listens, never asks. You wear that identity so well that even you forget it's a mask. But beneath it, something aches. The inner child you buried still screams silently. Why didn't anyone protect me? As an adult, these patterns evolve in complex ways. You may become hyper-independent, rejecting help, distrusting love, feeling joy as foreign or undeserved. Rest feels impossible because productivity is the only measure of worth you've ever known. Dysfunction normalized early on makes your nervous system accept chaos as baseline. Peace feels wrong. Stillness, suspicious. Love feels like a debt. The psychology of a child forced to grow up too fast is not simple sadness, it is a deep, invisible trauma reshaping how you view the world and yourself. Why does a child take on that role willingly? Because attachment is survival. Abandonment is worse than self-erasure. The choice is never conscious, it's instinct. They trade authenticity for belonging, intelligence for safety. But the irony is devastating. What once saved you now imprisons you. Many adults walk through life carrying neglected inner children who still pull the strings. You overachieve to earn love. You stay silent to avoid abandonment. You care for everyone else while quietly hoping someone will notice you are tired. That someone will finally allow you to crumble and be held. That unmet need belongs not to your adult self, but the child you never got to be. The first step to healing is not fixing, it's witnessing. Until you validate what happened, you'll continue gaslighting yourself. It wasn't that bad. Others had it worse. I turned out fine is a mess. Deep down, you know it. Growing up too fast teaches you survival, but never softness. As an adult, these survival patterns show subtly, but profoundly. You may be the friend who always listens, the partner who fixes, the worker who overfunctions, the adult who apologizes for needing help. Boundaries feel impossible. Independence is praised, but fear drives it. These are not traits, they are coping strategies. And they can be unlearned, but only when you stop idolizing your strengths and start honoring your wounds. Ask your inner child, what did I need that I never got? You may hear, someone to tell me it wasn't my fault. Someone to ask how I was. Someone to let me play and rest without fear. Slowly, you learn to give those things to yourself, not to rewrite history, but to stop reliving it. This is how you stop seeking parents in partners. How you stop mistaking anxiety for intuition. How you stop fleeing the child you were to survive the adult you're becoming. Carl Jung said there is no coming to consciousness without pain. Shadow work requires facing it all. The scared, angry, ashamed, neglected parts of yourself. Healing is not becoming someone new, it's remembering the child before the world told you who to be. If you grew up too fast, know this, your early maturity wasn't the problem. Lack of choice was. Now you can choose softness. Choose rest. Choose to stop managing everyone else's emotions and finally honor your own. It won't happen overnight. You'll feel like a child again. That's the point. Let them come home. Let them cry. Let them play. Let them be seen. Because you are not broken, you are becoming whole. You never had a childhood, but you still have a future. And this time, you get to write it.